guys? Welcome to another Wolverine Den podcast. I am your host, Zach Sanday. First things first, Mike Macdonald, thank you. Thank you for helping Michigan football, especially the 2021 football team specifically, for getting back to the top. Beating Ohio State, helping them win a Big Ten championship. Just thank you. And I wish you well. I wish you well, and I hope you do well at the Baltimore Ravens as a defensive coordinator. I think you will do great things, especially after your first year as being play calling a defense for the first time with this 2021 team. Great job. I'm not mad at all. It's bittersweet, but you moved on, and we need to move on too. So, good luck. The 2021 Michigan defense didn't have the Don Brown, 2016 ranked number 3, number 2 defense in the country. But it was enough. It was enough to stop Ohio State's number 1 offense in the country, held them to 27 points, and honestly, that was enough in itself. That's all us fans, coaches that have been there for a long time at Michigan football, and Jim Harbaugh and the players. They needed it the most, and us fans, we just wanted to see it again. Under the 2021 Michigan football defense, Mike Macdonald had a 27th ranked defense in rushing yards allowed per game at 126.4 yards per game. He had a passing defense that only allowed 204.4 yards per game average, which was also ranked 27th in the country. A scoring defense ranked 8th in the country at 17.4 points per game. And then a total defense ranked 20th in the country at 330 yards per game. It's not, Georgia's number 1 defense. It's like I said, it was enough to get Michigan over the hump. And it was a great year, and I just hope whoever comes in as the defensive coordinator, runs the same type of culture that Mike Macdonald did. Because even Aiden Hutchinson, back in July, as I've read, Aiden Hutchinson, praised Mike Macdonald for, having a culture shift and, about execution on the field. It's hopefully the next candidate, the next defensive coordinator will implement that same structure of culture into this team, because I would love, and I'm sure all of you watching and listening would love to see it again, a repeat of 2021 this upcoming season. There's my 3 possible candidates are, number 1 is Mike Elston. Got a lot of coaching experience. He was a great, recruiter. He was a great defensive line coach at Notre Dame. He's a linebackers coach. He's had a lot of experience, running defensive linemen and linebackers. And I just don't think he was given a shot at Notre Dame, a true shot. He was overpassed, and I think that's a part of the reason why he came here to Michigan. And I think he deserves a shot. I think he can do it. I hope to see it, and I hope he gets a chance. Another one is Steve Clinkscale. Now, I don't think he would be a top tier, a top hire, internally, but in his contract, apparently, it states that Steve Clinkscale would become a co-defensive coordinator in the near future. So if Mike Elston were to get, or even if whoever else gets hired, even if it's an external hire, I think Steve Clinkscale will get promoted to co-defensive coordinator. My external choice is Larry Foote. Larry Foote is the linebackers coach for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He used to play at Michigan, so having another Michigan man on the team on the coaching staff would be great for the culture. He's done great things for, the linebackers at Tampa Bay. I think he could do a great job here as well, and it's actually, from what my Twitter says, that, people want him too. So I think he's a possibility, and other people are saying, this isn't in my, list, but people are saying Elijah Robinson, the defensive line coach from Texas A&M, the guy's getting paid. He's getting, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe he's getting paid $1.5 million a year. So for a position coach, I know Michigan probably has that kind of money to pay that, but I just don't think they will. So maybe, but my bets are probably on an internal hire or somebody like Larry Foote that, was in the NFL, played in the NFL, has NFL coaching experience. So maybe, he'll take the step down. Maybe they can try to get him a pay raise compared to what he's making at Tampa Bay right now. But on to another subject. I talk about this a lot. I think I've talked about this every single episode I've filmed / broadcasted. So the Las Vegas Raiders and Josh McDaniels, per Pro Football Network, I don't know how reliable it is, but I saw it and I read it and I think it's a possibility. But the Raiders and Josh McDaniels are all in on a partnership with Dave Ziegel as a GM and Josh McDaniels as a head coach. Reason why I'm saying that is because the article states that Josh McDaniels told, Mark Davis, hey man, if I'm going to get interviewed, I want the job automatic. It's basically he wants an automatic hire. He's like, if I'm going to interview, I want the job. Period. End of story. And Mark, from what I've heard, the front office told, Josh McDaniels in response that if you want the job, you better be ready to accept it. In a sense, saying that because Josh McDaniels, backed out of the 2018, head coaching job for the Colts, basically telling him, hey, man, don't back out again. If you want it this bad, then, come get it. Don't flake out. So, and then the Bears hired a head coach. And then the only thing I'm concerned about now, and I don't know if it's growing legs or not, is the Minnesota Vikings head coaching job. They just hired a GM that was with the 49ers when Jim Harbaugh was there. I don't know if they ever correlated or if they ever, had discussions together while Jim Harbaugh had his tenure there. But it's something to think about. I don't think Jim Harbaugh will go there. I think they'll, look around, for these offensive coordinators or defensive coordinators around the NFL, especially after the playoffs are over. But we'll see. Taking it day by day. Harbaugh watch is on day 27, 28. We're almost in a month now. And, like I said, we'll see. But I think, in my opinion, it's going to be either Raiders or back in Michigan. I think Harbaugh really wants, if he did want to leave for the NFL, he would rather take the Raiders job over anything. But that's it for today, guys. I hope you guys have a great day. And go blue. Hey, guys. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter at the Wolverine Mob, or just look me up on Twitter at the Wolverine Den. Let's talk more Michigan football.